Hi everyone, this is Andrew Tsai and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about controller support for the M1 Apple Silicon Macs. So if you've been following the M1 Apple Silicon gaming scene since November 2020, when the laptops and computers were first released, you'll know that controller support has been a bit iffy, especially on the Steam side of things. So the controllers like the Xbox wireless controller, they do work for things like the side-loaded iPad apps or the App Store apps, but launchers like Steam and Steam Input don't seem to support the games, or they've been very hit or miss. So some games do work, some games don't, and generally they don't work, and also issues with Steam Remote Play. But I believe that the 11.3 Beta 3 version of the operating system has now actually fixed all of these issues. So if you actually look at some of the threads, if I show you this thread here from the CodeWeaver's website, it actually shows that in December 2020, people were still having issues failing to get the controller to work with this particular computer. But if we scroll down to March 2021, we can see that if we scroll down to March 2021, just a few days ago, we have a member of staff from the CrossOver team confirm that controllers are now working on the M1 Apple Silicon Macs as long as they're using the 11.3 Beta 3 version of the operating system. So this person does actually specify this is not actually an endorsement of the operating system, but it's actually possible that this will be fixed when this 11.3 does release to the public. And anyway, I've personally upgraded to the operating system. All you have to actually do is to enroll in the Apple Beta software program and then do a software update from your computer. So I'll leave a link in the description on how to get to this. But all you have to do is click sign up here and then type in your Apple ID password that's associated with your M1 Apple Silicon Mac. Then you go to the About This Mac and then Software Update, and then you'll be enrolled into the correct version of the operating system. This particular version of the operating system is simply a beta, and eventually it's going to be rolled out to the public in version 11.3, and everyone's going to be able to benefit from this fix. But if you kind of want to do this right now, then you can go ahead and sign up to this program and do exactly what I've done. So I've been testing controller support for several Steam games, and all I had to do was go into the System Preferences Bluetooth menu and then pair my Xbox wireless controller with the Mac operating system. And then when I opened a game like Bastion, the game just immediately detected that the controller was connected and we could just play as normal, unlike before. Also, I've been testing the controller with a game like Dust and Elysian Tail, and that similarly just picks up the controller once it's on and paired with the Mac operating system, and it seems to work flawlessly. And I'm just going to test for you now some streaming as well, so just show you that the streaming is working. I have my gaming PC open right next to me, and I've got my controller open, and if you see, I can actually enable streaming now. I'll just show you some gameplay from Tekken 7. This is all just streaming from my Wi-Fi network, so it's not particularly good quality. But I am running this through the controller. If you see here, then I can actually press the select button and hold it, and I've got the kind of Steam input overlay, which is going over here, and that's all working correctly. And if I resume now, then I can actually play the game properly. It works pretty well on the M1 Apple Silicon Mac, the remote play feature, and does open up a lot of opportunities to play different types of games without having to virtualize or run it through CrossOver. So this works quite well if you've got a local computer. Anyway, let's come out of this now. Anyway, this bodes well for the future because it means that Apple is doing behind the scenes work to enable things like controller support on Steam and Steam Input, and that there's kind of more going on than we can actually see because there's very little communication on the kind of third-party gaming side on the Apple Silicon Macs. I'll be doing some more testing of controller type games on the Apple Silicon Macs, so please stay tuned, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next tech video.